3 Raptors, 2 Pipes, and 1 Elon, today at Starbase. Headlining today is the fact that we've had 3 Raptors delivered this morning to Starbase. It is super exciting, seeing how the last time we had Raptors delivered was literally a day and a half ago, which means that the cadence of Raptor production is definitely picking up. Now, they might have been produced, but the testing being done in McGregor seems to be the bottleneck at the moment for the Raptor engines. Now that they're here, they are being put into the tent with all of the other Raptors. We're not exactly sure how many Raptors we have at the moment. Personally, I've lost count, and I put it out on Twitter, and no one else seemed to have a good answer. But I'm sure someone could go through and count up exactly how many Raptors we have in there. But it's pretty exciting because my best guess is between 20 and 25 Raptors are sitting in that tent behind me, meaning that we are getting that much closer to an orbital test. Next up is some new piping sections that came in for the catching arm for the launch tower. This is pretty exciting because we have been seeing so much activity around these pipes over the past week or so. We first started seeing them about 2 weeks ago, and we weren't really sure what they were for. They started laying them out on the ground at the launch site, and they've been welding ever since. These 2 pipes, these 2 big sections that came in yesterday, seem to be a big piece of the puzzle, and hopefully that will enable SpaceX to put together that tower catching mechanism fairly easily. Next up is the fact that we got the pleasure of seeing 2 Downcomer pipes right here at the build site. One of the Downcomer pipes is really long and is likely for BN4, which is currently being stacked in the high bay right behind me. And that Downcomer pipe is definitely going to be mounted within the next few days. It's already in the high bay, probably already hooked up on cranes. We'll see how fast SpaceX can get this BN4 booster fully assembled. The other Downcomer pipe that we got to see is one for a Starship. The way we know that it's for a Starship is it's a bit shorter and a bit smaller in diameter because it's only feeding 3 Raptors at a time instead of the crazy number of 30-something Raptors. So this Downcomer pipe was spotted yesterday. It was included in a shipment that included 1 Downcomer pipe, 3 RVAC mounts, and a thrust puck, which is super exciting to see that all happen on 1 truckload. That means that's basically the whole plumbing apparatus and engine mounting system for an entire Starship. Now, SN20 is kind of already past that phase, so these parts are not for SN20. My best guess is that it's for SN21 or 22. Pretty exciting to see actual flight hardware just inches away. And last night we had the pleasure of welcoming Elon Musk himself down to Starbase. After the Tesla shareholders earnings call yesterday afternoon, he headed down to Starbase for an undetermined amount of time. He is currently here on location helping teams solve engineering problems and kick their butts and get it into action. This brings me to my final story for the day. There are some rumors and rumblings out there that SpaceX might be trying to push up the orbital test to early August. This is absolutely crazy, seeing how we're technically in late July right now, and at this point, BN4 is not ready, SN20's not ready. However, the biggest limiting factor we've been saying are these Raptors, and if they keep this cadence up, bringing in about 3 Raptors in every day or so, they'll definitely be ready by early August to have enough Raptors on site to perform an entire whole orbital test. Now, whether or not they actually make this goal is completely unknown, and this is Elon time. But having Elon down here on site gives me a little bit of encouragement that he's doing his best to push his teams as fast as possible to get that test happening soon. Let me know what you think about that August test date down in the comments below. I know that we've kind of bounced around through July, through September, and it's kind of just been all over the place. Personally, I'm not getting too excited for the August test date, but it is something to keep in mind that it's definitely a possibility at this point. Anyway, that's been it for today at Starbase. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at @NickAnSweeney, and follow the show on Twitter at @TaylosofSpace. And what is this show? Oh yeah, today at Starbase. Godspeed.